Let's go, everybody. Welcome to the live stream today. We actually have some pretty big movers coming out this morning. Unity is one of the big ones, of course. They might be getting bought out by, what was the company again? Hang on, let me get the news up one more time. It's AppLovin. So AppLovin is looking to buy Unity here. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big deal, valued at $20 billion, but they submitted the proposal, so we'll have to see what Unity and they end up doing over the next few days, but it looks like it's going to be $58.85 per each share of Unity. So that would be a pretty big jump from where they are now, like a 5-point jump. Could be a little bit of like an arbitration play or something like that. But I figured I'd mention Unity here. They are up quite a bit. I also noticed that Oxy, ZOM, CVX, all of those oil plays are also running up, and they're also breaking out here at open, which is cool to see. So Oxy's continuing to go. Gonna screenshot this one really quickly, but yeah, Oxy's having a great morning. Overall, it's been pretty hot, so it's been a pretty good morning so far, I'd say, for stocks. You know, it's pretty mixed across the board, but I am seeing some green. Obviously, though, it's mostly red here today. CHPT to the downside. We have Blink running down from their earnings last night. We have Fubo down, SoFi in the red, Take-Two Interactive, poor TTWO. They're down off earnings as well. Even Nvidia, AMD, those stocks are down again too. Obviously, the Nvidia had that bad news come out yesterday, but look at AMD. AMD is like seriously breaking lower. Wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty big. AMD is having a pretty big move to the downside, guys. This looks like a pretty bad sell-off happening here with them. There is a bit of support here, it looks like, right around 97.40, but yeah, I would expect they break below this. I was actually eyeing this one up earlier before the stream started, but wow, I mean, this momentum really came in here off to the downside now. Wow. Kind of really surprising me. But yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tangi, Keisha, Jamie, Mike, Nathan. Mike says, oh, is it time to start hedging UVXY and VXX again? It might be. You know, UVXY is probably having a pretty good day. It's up 2.4%. Let's go see VXX. Probably not as big, of course, but maybe better movement. Yeah, honestly, both of them have a little bit of a strange movement lately. UVXY was pretty flat here. Hopefully it can start to pop up, though. Yeah, but I think it might be about time to hedge with them, Mike. Honestly, though, maybe just hedging with puts or something like that could be pretty good, too. Fear says, happy Taco Tuesday, all. Let's crunch today. Hell yeah, let's crunch. Let's get some hot sauce and add it on there, too, Fierce. That sounds nice today. Let's see how some of these growth stocks are doing. I know they're not doing good, so yeah, I don't know. It might not be a good Taco Tuesday here yet, but yeah, we need to see some better movement here out of some of these plays. I will say it looks like some of these retail stocks like Walmart, Target, stocks like that are starting to come back up, which is interesting. Oh, not Target. I lied, guys. Only Walmart. Target's actually in a big contrast to Walmart this morning. They're down 1.2%. Walmart is up 0.76%. So pretty strange there, actually, to see those that big difference there. Peter says, good morning. Exciting week ahead. Yeah. Yes, it's going to be a big week. We do have some pretty big events coming up, of course, guys. Here's the calendar for this week if you want to maybe screenshot it or something like that. Here we go. You can see the core inflation rate is Wednesday, August 10th. That's going to come out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's an hour before the market opens. So be on the lookout for the core inflation rate. Of course, the CPI is coming out as well. So that's going to be big. Came in last time 9.1%. They're forecasting 9.1% again, but the overall consensus is 8.7. So I don't know. Maybe it'll come in lower than 9.1 and please everybody, but I don't know. Xbox says bust out the habanero hot sauce. Vicky says morning. Yeah, good morning, Vicky. Taco Tuesday, baby. Yeah, definitely Xbox. It is. That habanero hot sauce sounds good, actually. You got my mouth watering now, but yeah, Tangi says LMAO just bought a share of RTX as a spite investment. because of my friends expressed anti-American sentiment. That's funny. I like it, Tangy. That's funny. I'll buy one with you. How about that? That'd be funny. What's this though? News alert came up here. All three. Oh, it went away. It said all three major U.S. stocks were down or something. What did that say? Come back. I'm confused now. They can't bring that up and then take it away. Oh, here we go. Alerts. Nope. Damn. It's too bad that they came up with some news and then they took it away real quick right as I was reading it. How dare them do that? That's upsetting. Let's see if there's any news on here about anything. It said like all the indices were down or something. NASDAQ falls third straight day as chip stocks way. Yeah, the chip stocks, guys, like I said earlier, AMD was having a pretty bad day. It's starting to maybe hit off support now, but overall it's starting to look pretty bad too. Let's go look at RTX though. Kind of want to see what that looks like now. Yeah, I mean, it's been consolidating. Let's see that daily. Oh wow, they're really high on the daily. I kind of like Lockheed Martin too. LMT, Northrop. Wow, LMT looks kind of hot in the short term. They actually look like they might try to like, looks like a bit of like a flag setup or something. If I see them start to break back out, wow, that's actually a big resistance here at 435. If they break that, I think that could be a really good play, possibly to the upside, guys. This break of 435 on Lockheed Martin, that could be a really good play, maybe. I'm going to have to eye that up over the next few days for sure. That's going to be a big one. Let's make an alert. I can add an alert on the Ray. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. I can have LMT crossing up the horizontal Ray. That's cool. Expiration. Yeah. Go out. We'll send it out to October just in case. Alert name. LMT over res. Okay. Boom. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look, it has a little alert thing right there. I didn't know I could have an alert on the Ray, which is cool. I knew I could have an alert, like, obviously just on the price level, but that's funny. It actually has it on the Ray. Xbox says it's Taco Tuesday and you mentioned chips. My mind goes Doritos Locos Tacos, LOL. Yeah, you're right. That's funny. I did mention some chips. Yeah, here's some chips right here. It's some nice red chips. Probably got some nice habanero on there for you, or some Tabasco. That's funny. Hopefully I can get back up here into the green though. Man, Tangy says all the oil stocks look to be running in. KMI up 1.64%. What's KMI? Oh, Kinder. Okay, I forgot about this one. I haven't heard about this one in a little while. I remember hearing about it like a long time ago though. Kinder Morgan, pretty big one. What are some of those other ones everybody else looks at? Like there's a lot of like little drillers. I know like Rig is one of them, of course. RIG. That's not my favorite one out there, of course. I know there's a lot of other like petroleum companies and stuff like that. I know obviously like ZOM, Oxy, CVX, stuff like that's on fire today. Yeah, look at ZOM. Yeah, Oxy, ZOM. Yeah, look at Oxy. That's actually a really big move up today. At open, wow, that was a big break. Damn. Should have played this as the day trades today. I was really thinking about it, honestly. It was really really tempting today to do that with these oil plays. But yeah, good call, Tangy. Honestly, really good runners there. Glad to see them all moving, and I'm sure Gush is up a lot too. GUSH, yeah, up 3.9%, kind of like Oxy and the rest. Looks like a bit of like an inverse head and shoulders pattern here, a little bit on the 5-minute chart. That is, yeah, Chevron, yeah, CVX, of course. Big move around up to around 158, almost at the high there. Another like kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is cool. Peter says KR 3-month chart is looking good, and they're actually green so far. Kroger, KR, yeah, that's pretty good. Glad to see they're kind of up with like Walmart today. That's nice. How about Costco? Yeah, they not really as good as KR today, really. Let's see that daily though on good old Kroger. Yeah, you're right. They are starting to come up on the daily. They're up above support. Still not the best setup yet, but you know that is a pretty big bounce down there around support. Let's see. Tangy says Chevron. Yep. Mike says, "Wow, NVAX. Does Buffett still own those shares too? I didn't know he owned NVAX shares. Yeah, I didn't know he owned NVAX. That's pretty insane. I think he still owns Oxy, but yeah, I didn't know about NVAX if that's what you meant. But yeah, Oxy is having a pretty good day though, if that's what you meant. But yeah, either way, NVAX is really down 25%. That is crazy move down. Hey, Sean, he says, good morning, Tom. Let's go. Thanks for joining up. He says SOXS. SOXS. Let's see. Yeah, all the way up to $40.50, a high of like $40.90 there today. Big move out of that one, Sean. I knew you'd be happy about this. I mentioned it right at the beginning of the stream for you, which is funny. I have A&D there falling off today, big, Sean. So yeah, pretty crazy move so far this morning. Definitely looks like AMD is gonna keep falling down in a pretty big way, which which is good and bad. I can definitely see it down maybe a couple more days though before we start flying back up necessarily. Obviously though, intraday moves up is a different thing. Tangy said, wish I had some big money to day trade to oil stocks, but I'm really trying to buy back my uranium calls again. Oh wow, yeah, like what are you getting here? Are you in CCJ? Which ones are you playing here? I like U personally. CCJ is probably a little bit better, but U is just I don't know. I used to trade it back in the day, so it's just one of those biased things. But CCJ is, if I was gonna buy and hold it, I would definitely get a good old CCJ there. But yeah, U is in a pretty crazy setup, honestly, over the past like year or so. Pretty insane setup, actually. I can't believe it's actually in it's like bounced off this support here over the past couple of years around $4.50, like so many times, or like right around $5. Like these moves are insane on U, and it's not like just small bounces back up. We're talking 50%, 100% bounces back to the upside. It's kind of insane. It really is. Yeah, Tangy says UEC, DNN, lots of DNN. Okay. Yeah, lots of DNN. That looks just like U. Again, 90-cent support there. Wow, getting tons of overbought signals with the wow, tons of overbought signals on the algo here. That's a lot. But yeah, not recently though, which is good, but yeah, I hope these can keep coming up for you, Tangy. I will say though, with the commodities going crazy the past few years, I would expect it to slow down a little bit, but Tangy says the inflation bill has a lot of money for nuclear. Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. You know, with everything nuclear power can do, I guess that makes sense, Tangy. Good call. Hopefully that's a pretty good thing. Hopefully that's a pretty good move though, Tangy. That we need some pretty good moves out of these stocks. U definitely is back on the uptrend though, which is cool. Same with the others. So obviously over the past couple weeks, they've all been up a lot from those lows, and they're up quite a bit in the short term. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool, Tangy. I mean, I love those uranium plays. I've been looking at U ever since it was at like, honestly, like $1.50 or like $2. I can't believe it. I was thinking about buying in obviously back then, but you know how those penny stocks are risky. And then of course this is back when I was new, around like 2017 or something, or 2016. Yeah, 2016 actually. So pretty crazy. I would have had to hold through some pretty crazy stuff actually, so never mind. But Tangy says, I'm hoping DNN pulls back today or tomorrow. Yeah, that would be nice. Get back into some more calls. Says he's already up 30% on quadruple U and UEC. That's funny. I'm not saying the U's again. I feel like I've said them so many times. Xbox says, "Do you have a favorite sports team, Tom?" Yeah, I do actually. I do. Hang on, I'll pull it up for you here in a second. We'll do here we go. Here it is. This is my team right here. St. Louis Cardinals. This is my my favorite sports team. My second favorite's probably the I would say the St. Louis Blues. My third favorite's probably the Los Angeles Dodgers, probably. So I have a few favorites teams. I watch some football too. I'm always watching Tom Brady Xbox. I'm always watching the Buccaneers. You know, I'm a Tom Brady fan more than I am a like a football fan, which is funny. But yeah, I'm always watching that, which is funny. The Bucks always got me going. I watch some Green Bay. You know, I watch pretty much anything, to be honest. If it's sports, I'm into anything pretty much. Oh yeah, Xbox says I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. There you go. Yeah, it should still be the St. Louis Cardinals up here. We should have that double Cardinals like we did for a while. Back with what was it called? The Cardiac Cardinals, I think. Yeah. That's funny though, Xbox. That's cool. Didn't you guys have Kurt Warner for like a season or two back a while ago? Like maybe like 2010 or something? I thought you guys ended up getting Kurt Warner or something for a while. You guys were like making some playoff pushes, but yeah, the Cardinals have been on fire lately, guys. The St. Louis Cardinals, pretty good. I'm a big baseball fan. I watch anything with baseball. I watch anything with hockey, anything with football. Even basketball I've been getting into a lot more. I will say though, basketball, man, with the way that these fouls are and they all flop and all that crazy stuff, it kind of gets a little bit weird, but yeah. Either way though, those are my favorite teams right there. My favorite basketball team, that's a tough one. I would say my favorite basketball team is the Mavericks. I definitely like Luka Doncic a lot. He's really awesome. Tangy says, "I have no feeling in my little toes because I got frostbite at Lambeau Field back in the day at a Packer game." Oh my gosh, Tangy, that sounds terrible. I wouldn't put my toes through that for the Packers. Man. Peter says, "Looks like the tech sector will lead us up or down today or tomorrow." Yeah, I feel like that's definitely the case, Peter. That's going to be the case. It looks like today. Let's see how Amazon's looking. Yeah, Amazon had a big drop this morning. Wow, what was my day trade there on Amazon today? Let's see, it was down below. I had it down below 138 here, and you can see, yeah, it fell below 138. Real quick, it opened, blasted all the way down within like 10 minutes, down to 136.70. That could have been a pretty good move. Oh, wow, Mr. Oates just posted in discussion chat. He got 40% gains on Amazon puts there on that. Wow, that's cool. Go Mavs. Hey, go Mavs. Awesome. Yeah. The Mavericks are my favorite, man. That's awesome. That's funny. That's really awesome. He says Cardiac Cardinals are familiar. We had Kurt Warner and Carson Palmer. Now we have Kyler Murray. Yeah, that's right. I thought you had Warner for a little while. Tangy said, "Nah, it's fine. I was drunk at the time." Oh man. Man, Tangy, I would have been messed up if my toes would have got messed up. I'm glad you're all right from it. Xbox says, "Were this the Brett Favre days?" Oh wow, okay. Yeah, good old Brett Favre days. Yeah, those were the days back then on the old football games. That's funny though. Go Mavs had it there. He messaged in discussion about it. That's funny. Yeah, Doncic is awesome though. He's my favorite basketball player. Let's see how Palantir's holding up after that big drop. Oh man, nothing crazy. Iranical says, "Is it possible to make a video about your portfolio? What stocks you're holding, how much you down or up, and what are you doing about them? Averaging down?" Ha, no lying. Yeah, I know, right? That's the hard part. It's so tough like to do videos like that because whenever you have like longer term portfolios and stuff, it can get pretty complex, you know, like whenever we do a lot of our premium selling plays, obviously. Then, for example, you mix in like IRAs and 401ks and stuff like that. But that's actually a really good idea, Iranical. Honestly, like doing a video like that and showcasing it would be a really awesome thing to do. It will take a while to get all that together, but that's a really good idea. Actually, I'll have to talk about that with the team for a while. But yeah, we'll definitely eye that up for a little while. That will be pretty big because yeah, there's a lot of stuff Iranical when it comes to a lot of the plays and obviously turning some plays into spreads and then for example we have to keep a lot of good like we have to keep good track of a lot of things because obviously your average price on Amazon, for example, like let's say we've been shorting let's say we've been buying shares, but then let's say we've been selling covered calls on the way down or something, our average price has been going down and all this stuff. So there's a lot that goes into it overall, but it'll be a very in-depth thing, Iranical, so it'll take a while, but yeah, it's a really good idea, honestly, to do that and showcase it all. That'd probably, honestly, hopefully, do very well on the YouTube channel as well. You would hope that people would appreciate it and, like it and everything like that. Yeah, today though, honestly, Amazon has been on fire lately. Talking about Amazon itself, this is a stock that I've really been eyeing up for a nice longer term position here. And I feel like if we do see a nice move back down and we fill this gap back to the downside, I might look to grab some Amazon shares here. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's a pretty good opportunity, at least to start to average in. So I feel like I'm gonna start to try to like build up a little position here on Amazon. If I do see that drop, then maybe start to sell some covered calls or something. I really like the price that Amazon's at here, and I feel like it'll be pretty good. Xbox says he's been asking about Palantir for a while here, but he hasn't gotten an answer. What? I don't see anything in here about Palantir. Xbox? Get out of here. No, I'm just joking. But no, it's for real. Palantir is pretty cool. I like looking at Palantir. I feel bad. The stock's been so terrible this year. Just keeps going lower and lower. I don't know. It's not my favorite one. I will say a lot of people like it. Personally, Palantir is just it's not my favorite. I know that they've been saying though a lot of good things lately and stuff like that about strength in the United States and stuff. So I feel like Palantir might be pretty good, but overall it's just personally it's not my favorite. I would, with all these stocks low down here, I'd rather grab like personally, let me think really hard here. I mean, obviously DraftKings, that's my favorite down here. Gonna go look at all my stocks here real quick. I'm holding so many, I'm forgetting here. Yeah, so like down here at the lows, guys, like we have a few fairly decent ones, so like Corsair, of course, Logitech, EA, TTWO, Take-Two Interactive is getting really low too. These guys are going to be making Grand Theft Auto 6. So keep that in mind, guys. Grand Theft Auto 6, when that comes out, look at how well they've done with Grand Theft Auto 5. This company's been on fire, guys. I mean, seriously on fire. Like, if you would have bought this company in 2014, or I don't even know when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. I forgot. If you would have bought it, though, whenever that game came out, I mean, you'd be doing very, very well on this one. Obviously, that... I know I really am into like a lot of safer plays though. Like I like Amazon, I like Walmart, I like Costco at the right price. I like a lot of these types of stocks, a little bit better. I feel like a lot of times I can get like 20-25% to the upside on a lot of these safer stocks multiple times before I can, wait for some of these growth stocks to move higher. But right now though, some of these plays like Costco's now a little bit overextended because the recent uptrend has been astronomical. So it is a little bit overextended now, but like I said, at the right price, I think it's a good time. But yeah, those are a lot of the stocks I'm liking at right here. Oh, Xbox says he's been asking previous days, amen. Oh, I feel you, Xbox. All good. All good. I was just joking, having some fun. Palantir, though. Yeah, Palantir. It is down a lot. It's one of those crazy stocks. It's not my favorite, but it's it had that big drop yesterday, of course, which is crazy. I know I covered the drop a little bit, but probably nothing too in depth. Fear says also on the note for Iranical, maybe also an update on the swing plays you and Mike are still in, and if they are worth getting in still for those that missed any or the entry on the post. Yeah, that could be a good idea too, Fierce. That could be another good idea. Maybe on like the Saturday update videos. That could be a good a pretty good thing. A lot of them though are swing plays from obviously like right now. I would say there's only like a few of them that I would say are worth picking up at this point. A lot of the swings that we have not already closed out of obviously are ones that are longer term and obviously are have been falling off over the past like 6 months or so. So you got to be careful, obviously, looking at the swing play list because obviously, you know, if the swings go well, you know, you close them out for a nice profit. You know, now obviously not all the time, but you know, the ones that that we're continuing to hold, obviously, usually have a lot of time, and so that's like pretty much what we're waiting for is that time to come back into play there. Tanji says, in my honest opinion, only buy Palantir if you are planning to be holding for 5 to 7 years or longer. It's not worth the risk unless one is willing to really commit to the long game. Yeah, I feel you there, Tanji. That's a good point too. That is a good point. If you really are committed to Palantir and you're good to hold it, I agree with that. I would definitely agree with that statement. In the shorter term, it's all over the place, but yeah, I totally agree with that. That's really good. I think that's a really good way to look at it. And I feel like that's the way with a lot of stocks right now, Tangi. Like even DraftKings, even stocks like that. You know, a lot of stocks are like that, like right now. So Xbox has picked up 9 more shares now, sitting at 17 out of 100. LOL. Hey, there we go. That's cool. Glad to see you're still averaging in there. That's a good thing to see. Have to see some more plays to average in, but don't forget to like the stream today, guys. Of course, we got 9 likes right now. Let's run those numbers up as Matthew McConaughey says. Those are rookie numbers, so let's pump those up a little bit here today. Got some big earnings plays coming out tonight, guys. It's going to be a pretty big night today, or pretty big night tonight. We're going to have Coinbase, Roblox, TTD, The Trade Desk, Plug Power, Unity, Wish, Celsius, Win. I mean, guys, this is a big day, honestly. Those are some pretty big stocks here. You guys want to cover any of these? Like, Coinbase has been insane lately. Been really running up off of lows. They're going to have those big earnings coming out here. They are looking like they're pulling down pretty largely into these earnings, though, which is not good. Yeah, not good. I don't know what to say there. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy there. That's pretty crazy, actually, to the downside. Feels like we're going to have a bit of a more of a sell-off here, actually. Yeah, Tangi says it's scary shorter term. Yeah, it definitely is. Xbox says, sounds good. I'm certain I could hold for the longer term. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. As long as you can just hold it for the long haul, we'll probably be pretty good on Palantir. It's one of those, you know, obviously the market's a gamble, but longer term, you know, you can usually do pretty good. It's just some of these companies are just so new that, you know, obviously we haven't had enough, I guess I would say, exposure, enough movement, enough data yet to really like back a lot of the stuff. Like obviously like Walmart, Costco, Amazon, stocks like that have been around for a while, Microsoft, obviously Pepsi, Coke, like those things have so much data, so much backing, like it's just tough like looking at stocks like Palantir compared to those obviously, but you know, Palantir should have a lot more growth potential and that's the hope. You know, hopefully we can get up to, you know, back up to 30 or 40 or something like that. That'd be awesome. Peter says SPY and tech is selling off now. Is it? Let's see the SPY. Yeah, there we go. Down below lows right there. Amazon is running down again. Wow, big move down. Obviously, this was the free day trade today, guys. I hope you're taking advantage of this. I had it down below 138. We popped below that, came back up, confirmed off of it, and now are back down to the downside again. Pretty good play today on Amazon. I will say these day trades have been on fire the past couple days. So it's been awesome, guys. Definitely take advantage of those. It's the free day trades in the Discord. Yesterday's play was Meta to the upside, and you would initially think, wow, Meta's down a lot, but look at it at market open. At market open, it exploded up above our resistance we had and had a pretty good breakout. So that was cool. But yeah, today, big moves down. There goes Meta. Talk about Meta, though. That thing's dying to the downside, guys. That is seriously selling off. There we go. Yeah, Meta down, Amazon down, AMD is in the red, Nvidia. Wow, it's terrible day now. Let's see how Walmart's falling down into the red after going green at open. Let's see my watch list. Holy crap, what a bad day. You know, though, I will say the oil plays are still looking okay. Oxy's up. Some defense plays like Northrop are up. What's going on? Are we going to war with China? What's happening here? Like, what's happening with these stocks? Weird. Yeah, the safer, like, there's Kraft Heinz today ripping back up. What's going on? Wow, Kraft's not looking bad, guys. Should average in more. There we go. How's gold? GLD. See that one on the 5-minute. Yeah, it's starting to pull back a little bit more now. But yeah, lots of plays going down now, especially growth stocks, guys. I mean, really bad day. Like Beyond Meat. Like seriously selling off. TTWO. MGM. Win. All those plays are, yeah, really moving down, unfortunately. Tesla just broke below 860. That's a pretty big support there, guys. I'd really eye up Tesla right now. That seems like a pretty big stock to eye up to the downside, actually. Yeah, you're right. A lot of things are really selling off. Tangy says, I'm sure a lot of people are going on the defensive because of the inflation creation bill. Yeah, inflation creation. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it's supposed to help, but oh yeah. Those bills seem like they do the opposites of their names usually. Iranical says candle on Microsoft is scary. Yeah, it definitely was there for a second. That was a bad red candle on that 5-minute. Wow. Looks like Microsoft is going to be grounded. Could be a time to stockpile cash to buy it later. Nothing reductive about it. Yeah, exactly. Nothing reductive at all. But yeah, Microsoft, probably a good time, you're right, to start hoarding some cash away, buy some more stocks at lows again. Probably a good time here. SM says, hi, Tom. What do you think of CPI numbers tomorrow? Hey, the CPI numbers are going to be pretty big coming up. Yeah, it's going to be a big event. In my opinion, I feel like the numbers are going to be somewhere right around the forecast of 9.1%. I'm thinking they still might come in a little bit higher than usual. I'm not sure, though. That's what I'm personally thinking, but yeah, personally, I feel like a little bit higher, but I don't know. That consensus, though, is 8.7%. I'm not sure how that's going to end up. Usually it comes in, I'd say, more around the forecast, but I don't know. We'll have to see what ends up happening with it. I will say that consensus, though, overall, I'm hoping will be, I'm hoping that is the right thing, because we'll see a nice drop, obviously, in the inflation. And yeah, obviously CPI is a big thing. Obviously the core numbers are very important too. So just overall a very big event. We obviously, the big thing is that the Feds really need to see these numbers start to drop down. If they don't, it's going to give them more reason to keep raising rates, especially because the jobs numbers were actually fairly decent over the past few weeks. You know, the jobs numbers are holding up. So that's showing then that they can keep raising rates in the shorter term because jobs are still doing well. Now, at some point, though, when jobs give, the Feds are going to have to stop raising rates quite as much. But for now, though, it's actually okay, which is interesting. But yeah, big moves to the downside here. Definitely not what you want to see to the downside for a lot of these stocks. There's Amazon again. Oh, it made a new low of day for a minute. Now it's starting to pop back up ever so slightly, but it did make that new low of day there just for a slight second there. But yeah, we're seeing some big moves down. Definitely let me know what stocks you guys are looking at to the downside right here, and I will go ahead and eye them up. But yeah, let's go see Tesla again. I think that's a big one here today too. Yeah, Tesla. Meta is another big one too. They've been falling off. Disney has earnings this week, and they're having a big move down to today. Actually, where's that low? There it is, down 1.59%. Yeah, big drop down. Hmm. This is very interesting. Very interesting, guys, in the market here today. You know, I will say, though, we have been overextended for a while. And me and Mike have been talking about this, or I should say, Mike and me have been talking about this over the past couple of days, and we've been saying it in YouTube quite a bit too, that we feel like that a lot of these stocks have been overextended in the shorter term, and I think that we're seeing that here on the SPY today, and a lot of other stocks now that they're starting to come back down, is that we're finally starting to see that bit of a pullback come back into the market. Now you can see the SPY was actually right on huge area of resistance, guys, like huge area of resistance. So I want to point that out here. This is a huge area where my purple line is here, right where my cursor is. You can see how big this resistance has been over the past few months, few weeks, or whatever you want to say. And now it's starting to fall back off to the downside off of it again. At some point, we're going to break this back up. The question is how long is it going to be before we start to retest those highs again? So it might be a good play to the downside. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at it on a 15-minute chart. It looks almost even more convincing. You know, if we're starting to see big breaks down, I feel like we might be able to run down into this down to $400 again. Maybe retest that before going back up. I could see that maybe. Obviously, you don't want to buy in at too low of a level. You know, SPY's starting to fall off. We're getting towards these lows here. So that is a little scary in that sense. But I will say, overall, though, it seems like a pretty good play off of the downside. Yeah, but looking at my watch list here, it's starting to just slowly but surely, everything's going back down. Let's see how some of these banks are looking, like Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, stocks like that. Because so far, they actually haven't been too bad today. I mean, they were pulling back there for a couple minutes, but honestly, not the worst. The banks are actually holding up better than a lot of stuff are. Or a lot of stuff is, like, way better, actually. So that's kind of interesting too there. SM, I hope that answered your question with the CPI. SM says, yeah, I think so too. French fries are 15 USD and a burger's 20 USD in New York. Yeah, that's insane actually. Yeah, we need that inflation to start coming down, you're right. It is kind of insane how much everything costs. It's insane. You know, wages and stuff like that are going to have to start going up now even more, which is crazy. But obviously, though, not like higher end wages. Like, obviously, we need like wages for like, obviously, like normal people, kind of going up more. Roman says, will Unity report be up or down? That's a tough one. You know, Unity has had some insane news today, guys. They're starting to get bought out by AppLovin, I think it is. AppLovin, very weird name. Let me pull up that news for you guys here. So here's the news. AppLovin offers to buy Unity software in $20 billion deal. So they did this. They proposed a combination with them, but they'd be buying them out for $58.85 a share, an 18% premium to Monday's closing price. So interesting. I mean, it's a very interesting play. I just I have no idea what to think of this. I mean, I've never heard of AppLovin before this morning. Um, Unity, I like a lot. You know, my favorite video game out there is Escape from Tarkov, and Unity is the brand or the engine that runs the game. And I don't know. I feel like Unity's a pretty good stock. I don't know what this is gonna entitle with this merger, I guess, or a combination. They said AppLovin software company. Let's see. Their ticker symbol's APP. Yeah, see, I don't know what they do. I don't know anything that they make. AppLovin Games. Ah, here we go. What's this? Okay. So they do mobile games. Here we go. Here we go. Now it's making sense. Okay. I see now. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of games they do, like Final Fantasy, these Game of War things. I've seen so many commercials for a lot of these things, actually. Okay. This makes more sense now. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of this stuff come out, too. What is this? Let's see. Okay, these are different. I guess they have a lot of different, okay, like studios in here that use their software to make like apps and stuff. So pretty cool though. AppLovin, hopefully that helps out with Unity. It should, I think. Hopefully it does. I mean, it sounds like they're going to be big with games, obviously on mobile devices, but it's cool. Hopefully it helps with Tarkov or something. Personally, though, as far as like the earnings report goes with Unity, I have a bad feeling we might see it drop down a little bit. I don't know. Honestly, though, that's just a wild guess. Obviously, I think it's just a coin flip, though. So I would say just pick heads or tails on that one. Peter says banks are still good, but once the sell off, once they sell off, it's going to be the nail in the coffin. Is it? Man, I hope not, Peter. But yeah, look at this daily chart. It does look like that. If they start selling off and breaking new lows, it is probably gonna be the nail in the coffin. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's not, but I don't think that it'll be like 2008 or anything, Peter. But yeah, it'll be bad. It'll be nuclear scenario almost. Keisha says check back in on LMT. Will do. Oh, there we go. Moving up 1.8%. That's a big move, Keisha. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for pointing that out. Nice. That's a big move. I'll take that any day of the week there. Yeah, nice big break to the upside. It's weird. All these defense plays are up today. LMT, NOC. What else is there? What else is there? NOC. That's Northrop. LMT. What is it? Guys, what's that defense stock with a G in it? G. There's a G, I swear. Oh, so many defense stocks. That's funny. Yeah, Peter goes, no, 2008, just for current market dynamics. Yeah, I know, I feel you there. Yep. What is it? Defense stocks. GD, that's it. General Dynamics, that's the one. Tangy got it. You win, Tangy. General Dynamics, yep. That's the one. They're down. They're actually down today, but they're trying to pop back up. They're trying. How are they down, actually? Hang on. What? Okay, I guess there wasn't really much. Okay, they didn't have much of a pre-market, which is why. But yeah, GD has had a pretty crazy morning so far. They're up from yesterday's closing price, it looks like, though. So I don't know. They should be up today. I don't know why it's saying they're down. But yeah, you're right. General Dynamics is the one I was waiting for there. So you got it. Thanks, Tangy, for that. That's funny, though. They're not really moving quite as well, though, as some of these other ones, unfortunately. Yeah, let me know what stocks you guys are watching. Ooh, excuse me, guys, had a yawn there. It's been a pretty good morning so far, though, I will say. You know, we've had a lot of big movers. I know they might not be moving the way that we necessarily want, but, you know, we've been kind of expecting pullbacks, and we've been me and Mike have been talking about them in videos and stuff a lot, so, you know, we've been kind of waiting over the past few days, and we're finally starting to see those pullbacks come into play a little bit more, but yeah, it's been a crazy past few days in the market, that's for sure. With the stock starting to pull back after yesterday morning, most of them were gapping up. Like the SPY was gapping up, Apple was gapping up, almost everything was kind of like gapping up yesterday, which is funny. Let's see. I will say I did notice ASTR or Astra was up. Oh, it's only 1.9. It's actually not enough to really care anything about there. ASTR. What about CVX and ZOM? Are those oil plays still moving? Hey, go check out those oil stocks, guys. Those things are still looking pretty good. They're already up a little bit today. Like CVX is up 2.4%, but they still have a little while to go up the resistance, and it looks like they do have some pretty good momentum today compared to most stocks out there. So I'll take it with CVX. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. See Oxy. Yeah, there's Oxy there. Up to around 63. Having a pretty good day. Yeah, guys, Oxy, there we go. Oxy's breaking out. Oxy. Yeah, Oxy's seriously going still. Like what's going on here? Oxy just keeps pumping and pumping this morning, guys. Like, wow. I cannot believe Oxy's still going. I'm gonna screenshot that and throw it in Discord really quick. Damn, Oxy. Have a day. Have a move. That's awesome. Hey, look at Amazon, though, sliding down still. Tangy says, LOL, I'm from a military family and former USAF. These companies are like practically part of my heritage. That's awesome to hear, Tangy, actually. I like that. I'm pretty big into military stuff as well. Obviously, I don't have like a military family or anything like that, but I'm very much into it all. Kind of forgot the names of those companies though, made me sad. I'm more into like I guess like gun companies. Like gun companies and manufacturers and stuff like that, Tangy, I guess more of. You know, I'm into like the you know, for example, like Knights Armament and uh what else we got? We have Knights Armament, BCM, um Daniel Defense is big. I love Daniel Defense. They're like rails and stuff are awesome. That stuff's pretty cool, but Yeah, you're former USAF. You better know what those General Dynamics is if you're USAF. That's funny, Tangy. Yeah, like you said, part of your heritage. That's awesome, though. I hope you had fun in the Air Force, and also thanks for serving, of course. Can't forget that. I was actually supposed to serve. I was like heading up to the signing in thing for the Marines, like at the courthouse or something, and I like backed out. I ended up not going. My family was they were hating on me, you know, for it. My dad was like, "Don't go, don't go." My mom was like, "You don't need to do that," and all this. And yeah, my buddy though, we were both gonna sign up at the same time, and we were both gonna try to go to like Marine Scout Sniper School, and he actually went and did it, which is funny. So pretty interesting story, but yeah, he actually went and became a sniper, which was funny. I don't think I could have held up to what he went through. He told me all about it. I'm not sure I could have done what half of what he did. Tangy says I hold a Ruger and Smith and Wesson stock too, just a few shares. Yeah, that's cool. SWBI, that's awesome. And RGR, that's cool. Glad to see. These stocks have done pretty good since the pandemic, but I mean, it's hard saying. You're probably down on them unless you got lucky and bought really low, or unless you've been in for a long time. But let's see how long. Like if we go back on like a big daily. Okay, yeah. So Ruger's been pretty steady. I mean, they did get overinflated, kind of heading into like the .com bubble and stuff. Then they kind of bursted. But yeah, then they since then they've came back up, broken up the highs, up quite well. So yeah, overall pretty good as long as you've been in for a while. It looks like. Wow, Ruger's been actually falling off the table. Talking about stocks going down recently. Ruger's been really going down. These gun stocks have not been performing the way I was hoping. These bills were like lackluster. They haven't been scaring people enough to go buy more guns. I mean, they've been obviously having like anti-gun bills and passing like legislation and stuff, but I haven't really seen too many people freaking out in the community like I usually do about it. Yeah, I guess M says thank you for serving, of course. Peter says if ZOM can break 92, it has room to run up to 95. Let's see, Exxon Mobil. Probably, Peter. Let's go look at it on that 5-minute. Bro, if you can break 92, it has room to go up to 95. Yeah, you're probably right. At least up to 94 through there, you'd think. I mean, you would hope, at least. But yeah, that's really cool, though. I'm glad to see that these oil plays are playing out the way they are. They were looking pretty hot this morning, I will say. I was like really hyping them up in Discord if you guys couldn't tell. I've been talking about them all morning in there. Yeah, I posted my free day trade, then I said Oxy's on the run right there. Even before the market opened, I said they look pretty good. Was really eyeing those babies up today. Try to get into some day trades on them on the stream because I was wanting to play them, to be honest. Tandy says, I just kind of picked up shares here and there. Ruger sell-off is sad, but the dividends. Oh, the dividends. What are they? I actually forgot. Let's see. FINVIZ. FinViz. Go to Ruger here. You got, 4.8%. That's pretty good. Let's see, Kraft Heinz. KHC there. Yeah, 4.2%. So you got better dividends on that than I do on Kraft. Nice. Yeah, it's actually not bad. So interesting. Kind of interesting. But yeah, good play there. I'm glad you're liking it. They say don't make too much off my service. There was a lot of sitting around waiting for things to happen. Probably spent 100 times playing ping pong, then playing Airman. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you, Tangy. You know, that's what my buddy said too. He says most of the stuff is just walking around, waiting, stuff like that. At least for him, he actually went to Syria, but he even said that was uneventful. So, um, yeah, pretty. That's pretty much what I hear from everybody, though, Tangy, especially modern day. But yeah, still though, I mean, thanks for your service, anyways. You know, I mean, even though you're sitting around, you know, something could have happened. We could have had a situation where we needed you, and that's what matters. You know, you would have been there. So it's kind of scary to think about, but yeah, but yeah, you would have been a good asset if something happened with Russia or China or something like that. Maybe, you know, people always like to they like to put their tinfoil hats on when talking about that stuff, but yeah, still though. Go back and check in on those stocks again. LMT still breaking up, guys. Still moving higher. That's awesome. Yeah, still having a good day. So, Mike Chang says, "Did you and Mike study finance in college, or do you guys have family in the industry?" So, yeah, neither of us actually went to college. Obviously, Mike was doing stocked up while he was in high school. So yeah, he's had family in the industry. He's also talked to a lot of people, networked a lot, learned a lot on his own. Honestly, learned a lot, you know, on his own. And then same thing with myself, learned a lot on my own. Mike helped me a lot too in the beginning. But yeah, a lot of it's just been studying on ourselves. I went to college for a couple years, so I actually have like a business management like certificate, I guess you could say. I never earned like a bachelor's degree or any degrees because I only took the classes like I needed for management. So, like for example, I didn't take science or I didn't take anything like that. I only took, I only really took like pretty much like accounting, macroeconomics, microeconomics. I took some other like class about the market, um, financial classes, like accounting classes, bookkeeping. That's like the type of stuff I did in college. But I never like got an official degree. Just got like I said, that business management certificate. Because I obviously we got into stocked up, and then I kind of was just like, I was like, I'm not wasting my time on these science classes and stuff. I'm like, we're gonna focus on the Discord, and obviously trying to make everything as awesome as we can. So that's pretty much how that happened, Mike. Yeah, I was like right in the middle of college though when stuff got going. SM fan says Coinbase earnings bullish or bearish? Coinbase earnings, COIN, Coinbase. Um, hmm, that's a tough one. I would say maybe bullish. Maybe bullish. I saw something that there was a little bit of increased trading activity recently. Coinbase also had a pretty big jump to the upside recently too. Very tough one to talk about though, SM. I would say personally, I think that Coinbase can move to the upside in a pretty good way. It's a very scary thing to me. I would just flip a coin. I don't even like to guess on this one, to be honest. It's so risky. I would say though, with the trading activity being slightly up, at least from what I saw in like a different earnings report, can't remember exactly where I saw it, but somebody reported that maybe it was Robinhood. They reported that I believe that crypto trading activity was up slightly, so that should be good for Coinbase, I would think. So hopefully we see that that is the case, and Coinbase can maybe have a good little run here to the upside. That's what I'd hope. I really hope though, SM, that you're not playing this. If you're gonna play something, man, I could give you so much more better plays. There's I could give you so many other plays that seem so much better than that in the shorter term. But yeah, either way though, I hope that helped. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. Seriously, I appreciate it, of course, as always. Have a great rest of your day. Of course, post those profits in the profits channel if we're having any nice profits today. We've talked about a lot of amazing plays. I know a lot of people have been playing Amazon put. A lot of people have been looking to get into some nice plays this morning on like Lockheed, some of the oil stocks, stuff like that. If you're having a good day, post them up in there. Really, I appreciate it. Tangy, Xbox, Mike Chang, Nathan, Jamie, Iranical, I'm Fierce, Roman, Go Mavs was in the background, Sean Cornish, SM fan, of course. Appreciate all you guys. Peter. Yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. Seriously. It's been a pretty good morning. Stocks are all over the place. The only stocks doing really well are like oil plays and stuff like that. Some of those defense plays were up. Besides that, a lot of stocks are down in the red. Enphase can't come back to life, so some of these growth plays are coming back, but for the most part, pretty bearish day, especially for big tech, like everyone keeps talking about. So be on the lookout for more red. I appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the Discord.